Good morning, family, and welcome to what I'm calling the routine. This is Dr. B, and for the next 365 days, we're going to do this together. And we're not going to do it perfectly, but we are going to do it consistently. You know, we all talk about wanting a routine. We talk about discipline, consistency, faith, growth, but most of us don't actually have a routine that we can return to every single day. This isn't going to be me teaching you from the outside. This is me committing to becoming with you. So if you hang with me for 30 days, you'll build a powerful habit. If you hang with me for 90 days, it will change your life. But if you hang with me for all 365 days, your life will never be the same. And that, my friend, is a complete promise. As people who want to live their best lives, we need to be intentional. No, we have to be intentional. And for the next 365 days, if you join me, this is how we will start our day. We will wake up on purpose. We will protect our focus. We will not be distracted by opening our phones, devices, TV, computers, etc. until we are done here. We will hydrate immediately. We will create stillness through our breathing. We will work on our connection and our identity through a short devotional. We will focus on our gratitude. We will set our intention for the day. We will plan to make a connection with somebody this day. We will make and keep at least one promise to ourselves. And at some point today, we will move our body, not together, but you can do exercise, you can get it done. So now listen, if you're just finding us today, whether it's day 1 or day 200, you're right on time. These days don't build on each other, but each one stands on its own, and it's about consistency. And I understand because of the time zone, we're doing it at 6:30 Mountain Time, but whatever, you might have kids, you might have work and a real life. You may not always be able to join us live, and that's okay. If you need to, you can always watch the recording from the day before and do this routine earlier in your day if that's what it takes. It's live is obviously more powerful, but the recording still works. And that's what matters, is that you spend this time intentionally. You don't have to be perfect. You just need to show up. Welcome to the routine. Let's become together. And if you need more information, just go ahead and go to routine.live. Now let's go. All right, what amazing, awesome, incredible morning it is today. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So good to be here this morning and getting ready to start our day. And let's start with some breathing. I can't wait to do some breathing because I feel like, last night I'm just kind of a little bit congested. I don't know why. I don't feel sick, but I just feel like some breathing is absolutely in order. So let's put on our breathing music that we put on every morning. Big breath. In. Long range. Got your glass of water, even like you read that. Watching real quick, pause it, bring in some water. Doing things in the book. What are you thankful for this morning? You woke up this morning. I've been trying to brush my teeth. Was it bad? Why am I talk about why I'm affirmation. You plan to connect people. One more. And we're in day 38. I put a note to myself to make sure. You can see right here, it said put on screen. I'm gonna put that every time to remind me to put it on the screen. So the day is showing up. We showed up this morning for this devotion. Oh wait, let's do that. Let's drink our water. My bad. All right, so if you didn't grab your water, grab it now. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Before we carbonate. All right. So start over again. Showing up again. Verse, because the Lord's great love, we are not consumed. And that is Lamentations. And so, God, thank you for a new mercy today, a new grace today, a new day. Bonhoeffer teaches daily recommitment. And that's why we're doing this every single day. We're recommitting to our routine. We're recommitting to our intention. We're recommitting to what's going to happen today. And we're doing it in a way that puts God first. And we're doing that every single day. And so that's what God has asked us to do. That's what we do. So each morning, someone chose to begin again, rather than give up. And so whatever happened yesterday, today is a new day. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday because we get to start anew every single day. Every single day that he wakes us up, that we're so grateful for. We're saying, hey, God, thank you for waking me up today. I'm so grateful that I am up. Well, why? Why are we so grateful? Because every day we get to start again, right? I had mornings when the yesterday felt heavy and unfinished and grace maybe not met. It was shame, but the invitation began again. Showing up again became the act of trust, not failure. You know, I say in the end of our affirmations that you're saying with me every day, we count it all joy no matter what that situation is happening in our lives. And if you can say that to yourself every day, and you can begin, because there are going to be days when it's heavy. You're going to have days where things didn't go correctly. Quite frankly, you're going to have days when maybe somebody passed away. You're going to have days where you got in a fight with your significant other or your spouse or your children or other folks. You're going to have days where people just didn't treat you right. You're going to have days when surprises come into your life and you go, oh my gosh, this didn't just happen. And then God has set it up so that at night we go to bed and we sleep, and then we get to wake up and start over the next day. So the connection it is that faithfulness is daily. It's something that we have to work on every single day. This is the day that the Lord hath made. Let us rejoice, be glad in it, and then move forward. Some days we're going to wake up sad. Some days we're going to wake up, hopefully we don't wake up angry too many days. That one's a hard one to keep. You have to work at being angry every single day, especially with all that's around you. If you start your day like we're doing and we talk about what we're grateful for, it is super hard to wake up angry. But if you get up in the day and you wake up and you talk about it and you think about it and you say to yourself, I'm angry, you bring that right back up. And there's no need to be able to do that. So the invitation for today is, what does showing up again look like for you today? I don't want to know what it looks like tomorrow. I don't even know what waking up yesterday looks like. What does waking up in this present moment today look like? And then as we set our intentions for the day, and we set we affirm the day, and then we move forward with our prayer in the day, and we move forward with our gratitude today, and we have a word that we're going to concentrate on today. Today seems a little bit brighter and a little bit better. So begin again today without shame, without, even if you did something wrong, you ask for forgiveness, and we start anew. So the prayer is, Father, thank you for mercy, thank you for grace, and I begin again today. Whatever it is you're going through, again, we get to go through it again today. May perseverance renew your strength. So my blessing today is, may perseverance renew your strength. All right, let's go into our gratitude session, then we'll do our breathing right after that. So I'll move this because I think we just need to do that, because like I said, if you did wake up angry, what a better way to not be angry anymore if you talk about your gratitude. So write these down, or write not the ones I'm saying down, write your own gratitude down, type it into your computer, put it in your journal, think about it in your head. Even if all you did is, after everything I did, let's say there's 4 things that you're thankful for, and just dwell and think on those as you read. So the first one that I think you should dwell on, maybe 5 we'll say, is this: life and health. So in life and health today, thank you, God, that I woke up today, that I did not rush past the gift of another day. Thank you for my body and the systems that are working together to support my life and calling. Thank you for my heart breathing faithfully, my lungs breathing, my heart beating faithfully, my lungs breathing steadily, my brain processing clearly, my nervous system regulating, and my cells renewing. Thank you that I have a voice and I'm able to speak in the morning. Thank you that I have ears that I'm able to hear. Thank you that I have a nose that I'm able to smell. Thank you that I have fingers that work and grow and I can touch. I thank you for helping me remain consistent in caring for my health. Thank you for guiding me to recognize the connection between daily habits and my long-term strength. Thank you for allowing me to eat the foods that will nourish my body and to reject the foods that won't. I thank you that there is sugar in the world, but I also thank you that I can resist it and the cravings for it as I need to, as my body needs to have like the nutritional things that go in. I thank you for my life. Thank you for the responsibility and privilege. Right. My hands long to trade. I'm grateful that my body continues to respond as I steward with patience, discipline, and respect. So last one, life and health. How about family and relationships? I am deeply thankful for my family, for each of my children, every single one of them. I thank you for my wife, my children, my parents, my in-laws, my family, my grandchildren. Oh my gosh, I thank you for all 16 of them little people that are running around and the grounding they provide in my life. I thank you for the responsibility and privilege of being present and dependable and intentional. I thank you for helping me thank you for helping me invest wisely in my relationships. Thank you for guiding me to listen fully, to be present in the moment as people are talking to me. I thank you thoughtfully and respond with care. I caught myself yesterday not paying attention, in my mind wondering, and I thank you for bringing me back to thinking I need to be present and then even engaging even more deeply. I'm grateful for every person connected to my life and the growth that comes through relationships. Third thing is provision. Think about provision. Thank you for the provision in my life. Thank you for the food that nourishes me, the home that brings me peace, transportation that allows me to move freely, and safety that allows me to rest. Thank you for stability and for meeting my needs consistently. I thank you for guiding me to recognize provision as care and faithfulness rather than something to overlook. I thank you for my finances. I am grateful for financial provision and opportunity. Thank you for income resources and the ability to manage finances responsibly. Thank you for helping me grow in discipline and patience with money. Oh, the finances were number 4, right? So thank you for guiding my financial decisions so that they align with stewardship, responsibility, and vision. Thank you for helping me to be able to take the time to check to make sure that it's working, they're working properly, and all is in place. And 5, thank you for my purpose and my impact. Thank you for allowing me to live boldly with purpose, to be embarking on this journey to freedom, that my experiences, consistency, and obedience continue to help others become who you created them to be. Thank you for guiding me to recognize where my present leadership and example matter. I am grateful that my life continues to have meaning and impact beyond myself. Thank you for this day and the continued work that you are doing and through doing in and through my life. All right, let's jump into some breathing. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Hold it for 5. Breathe out. Fully out. Let's do 5 more. It brings so much up. So good to clear that out. Hope that's happening to you too. Said 5 more. Let's just do one big deep one and hold it for a little bit. I feel that air, just the oxygen just feed and nourishing me. Oh my gosh, that's so good. All right, so now let's drink. Don't forget to do this. Let's drink our second glass of water. Let's jump into our affirmations now. And go right here. And then as we get towards the end, I will explain the ones we didn't do yesterday and dive deeper into that one. but we're just going to start off with, I am becoming the person my future requires. I am becoming the person my future requires. I am becoming the person my future requires. I choose presence over pressure today. I choose presence over pressure today. I choose presence over pressure today. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I show up even when it's uncomfortable. I am consistent, not perfect. I am consistent, not perfect. I am consistent, and I'm not perfect. I listen before I react. I listen before I react. I listen before I react. I am grounded, grateful, and growing. I am grounded, grateful, and growing. I am grounded, grateful, and growing. I build trust through my daily actions. I build trust through my daily actions. I build trust through my daily actions. I am connected to my God. I am connected to myself. And I am connected to others. And that is intentional. I am connected to God. I'm connected to myself and connected to others. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. What I practice today becomes my legacy tomorrow. I finish what I start. I finish what I start. I finish what I start. I wake up on purpose and live with intention. I wake up on purpose and I live with intention. I wake up on purpose and I live with intention. I protect my focus and guard my mind. I protect my focus and I guard my mind. I protect my focus and I guard my mind. I choose discipline as an act of self-respect. I choose discipline as an act of self-respect. I choose discipline as an act of self-respect. I honor my body, my time, and my calling. I honor my body, my time, and my calling. I honor my body, my time, and my calling. I speak life into myself and to others. I speak life into myself and to others. I speak life into myself and to others. I make space for stillness and clarity. I make space for stillness and clarity. I make space for stillness and clarity. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. I keep my promises, especially the ones I make to myself. I choose courage over comfort. I choose courage over comfort. Sometimes I just have to think, I got to do this. I know it's not comfortable, but it's something that I need to do because it's going to make my life move forward. I'm not going to get locked up trying to wait and go, okay, am I going to do it? Am I not going to do it? I'm choosing to be courageous, and then the comfort will come later. I know it sure feels better. I make meaningful connections every day. And if every day we can meet a new person, or every day that we call somebody that we know and just thank them. If you just go through your phone, I can promise you can find somebody to make a connection to. And it's important to do somebody different every day. I would even suggest put it into your journal and put it into the things. Who did you connect with today? That, because it's hard to be an answer. And I look at that, if I'm an answer to somebody else's prayer, it's hard to do that if I'm not making connections. So I take responsibility for who I am becoming. I take responsibility for who I am becoming. When I think about my day and what I want to become, I have to take responsibility for that, whether it's good or bad. I could be becoming a bad dad if I wanted to, but I choose to do and serve others in a way that is good, and I take 100% responsibility for that. But when I do treat somebody bad, or I do treat somebody that I get frustrated with, I need to apologize. And I want to take responsibility for doing that apology. And so as long as I'm taking responsibility for the things that I'm doing, the world's going to be a better place. Right? I am right where I'm supposed to be in order to become who God made me to be. Sometimes we think we're not enough, or we haven't gone to that place where I have to get here first. And when I do all this, then I'll become who God made me to be. No, what God put us right where we're supposed to be right now. I know I'm right where I'm supposed to be right now. And that's it, because God is now directing my steps instead of me directing my steps. So I am right where I'm supposed to be, no matter what's happening in my life. This is exactly where God wanted me to be today, in order to become and to be who God made me to be. All right. And then we have God has already placed me and is providing me with everything I need for what he has called me to do. So now I know I'm in the right place, but now he has put me right here today and I'm right where I'm supposed to be. But he's also provided me with everything, all the tools, all the things in my mind, all the learning, all the education, no matter how old you are or what you have, God has provided you and given you everything. I mean, everything that you need for what he has asked you to do today. You have everything in place. So don't think that, again, you're not enough to be able to do it, because there is more than enough out there. And I am enough because God has made me enough to fulfill my purpose. And sometimes we feel like we are not enough, like I'm not worthy of doing what he's asked me to do. But because he's already placed you and you're right where you're supposed to be, I promise you, you are enough. You, my friend, are enough. And so there's more than enough out there, and you are enough to fulfill your purpose. Yeah, and I get to live, and we get to live in this abundance. There is no lack. I refuse to believe there's a lack, because God is the provider of resources. God's provision is everywhere and in all things. And if you just live that way, hey, God, I know you're providing for me what I need. That doesn't mean it's all going to be good and it's going to all feel good. It just means that there is no lack, because he's providing, his provision is everywhere and in all things. So I live in abundance because there is no lack. Hey, God's provision is everywhere and in all things. And then we get to count it all joy, knowing God is using every season. And every season might not be a season that you're excited about. Every season you might be going through it. But I want to count it all joy. No matter what happens in your life, you get to count it all joy, because there's a lesson in there, or there's something that is around the corner that is going to provide you that joy. And if you can see everything, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And so I count it all joy, knowing God is using every season to strengthen me, to make me better so I can serve others, and to fulfill whatever that purpose that I'm supposed to be in, that he's provided for me, that he has the tools, that I am enough for, and I might need some strength and have to do some things to be able to relate to another and to fulfill that purpose in me and through me. So I count it all joy, knowing God is using every season to strengthen me and to fulfill his purpose in me and through me. And now you know why every single one of these affirmations has a point to them, and why they're so important to feed that into our mind, so that not only are we saying them, but we believe them, and then we get to act them out. That's why we do affirmations, because sometimes we're rocky in our thought process. But once we do them and it becomes part of what we say and what we do, it becomes part of who we are. And when it's part of who we are, we cannot help but fulfilling the things that we've put out there. All right, let's talk about our word today. And our word today, we know, is not presence, and it keeps popping to the front, and it gets mad at me for being able to do it. So we did community, we did resolve, we did stewardship. I believe we did stewardship is our word for today. So stewardship is, and make sure it's up. Stewardship is caring well for what's been entrusted to you. An example: a mentor once pointed out that I treated strangers better on wait. The mentor pointed out that I treated strangers better than my own schedule. I gave my best energy away randomly, and then um, wondered why I was drained at home. Stewardship allows me, um, stewardship showed me that what I protect grows. What I actually protect and what I say, this is what I'm going to do, and those promises that I keep to myself, And I put that in a way that it grows when I say this is what's important to me. And I actually live in the alignment of saying I do the things that I say I'm going to do. And stewardship over means that I have this responsibility that says if I'm going to do this. So I guess the example is right here with the with the kids. If I'm spending my time with strangers and I'm not spending the time with my kids, but I said that my kids are my biggest priority, then I'm not in alignment with what I said. And so stewardship says that no, I'm going to put my kids first in this situation. And then if I'm doing a nonprofit or I remember when I, ran the homeless services organizations, I would, make sure that like during COVID, I stayed overnight there because I had to, but that was just a season. But I always made sure they could drain me and they could take everything from me all day long, and I wouldn't be able to come home and do my wife. But stewardship says, no, I'm going to come home no matter what. And then the new day will come and God will give me the strength and I'm enough to serve them and serve my wife at the same time. When we usually think about stewardship, we think about money and making sure that we're using our money wisely. We can't give to every organization. One of the things I think of is if you're on the street and you're giving money, to your car to the guy who's holding up the sign. Sometimes you wonder, what is he going to do with it? Stewardship says that I give to the organization because I know that money is going to go, into the pocket of the folks that come out. And I'm not saying never give to somebody who's panhandling on the street. I'm just saying if you're being a good steward of the resources that you have, you're putting them in a place where it's going to be able to grow the best. So, what I protect grows and what I neglect shrinks. So if I'm neglecting some of the things I should be steward over, you put let's say stewardship over your tools. If you leave your tools outside in the rain, they get rusty, right? Nothing new was added. I simply learned to manage what was already in my hands. Then God gives you more. You want more. You want more resources. How are you stewarding the resources that you have? I remember realizing my yes was being handled out like a spare change. Yes, was being every time. Ooh, this is such a big one. Every time you say yes, hey, I got yes. Can you do this? Yes. Can you move me today? Yes. Can you come over and help me garden? Yes. Can you come sit with me? Yes. Can you do? Yeah. Yes. 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 Are you good steward over your time? It was being handled like spare change, easily casual, inconsistent. Then I'd come home to people who mattered most and give them leftovers. Leftover patience, leftover attention, leftover energy. That moment hit me hard. Boom! It was about time management. It was about value management. It was about stewardship taught to me to protect what God entrusted me to. And God entrusted to your family first, especially things that don't shout attention but deserve my best. Some people use entertainment and being fed entertainment or being able to veg out, I guess, and just turn a television show on or watch a game when there's needs. If your kid needs to do homework and you need to help with the homework, are you watching the game? Are you watching a television show that seems to be more important? How are you stewarding your time? So today, make your connection. Who is someone who deserves your best energy today? Show up with unhurried and undistracted. Show up unhurried and undistracted. Today, choose one conversation to be fully present in and steward that time so wisely. Learn how to steward 10 minutes wisely instead of all day wisely or all week wisely. I'm just going to do everything I should be doing at the time. You have to build a muscle today. So start with 5 minutes, then go to 10 minutes, then move forward from that. And so just make sure when you're present today that you're fully present, your phone is down, your eyes are up. Steward your time on your phone too. Oh my gosh, what a great, we could go on. I could do a whole hour lesson on stewardship, but I'm not going to. So whatever your promise that you make today, make that promise. I'm going to give you one example. Today, protect one block of time that truly matters. 5 minutes. Write it down. Say it out loud. I'm going to steward this 5 minutes like no other day, or this 10 minutes, or this half hour if you're ready, or this hour like no other time. An hour can be a long time when you're not practicing your stewardship of your time. but protect that block that matters today. That's my suggestion. So you make that promise, you write it down, you say it, I'm going to do it, and then you make sure you do it before you go to bed. Make sure you're writing these things down. Write them down. All right, let's move into our song. If you're not ready, you got to go and you can't listen to the song. I get it, but it just nourishes my body every day. And so I'm asking you, if you can stay, to go ahead and listen to the song and see yourself in it. Are you becoming the person God made you to be? With that, make sure that you have an amazing, awesome, incredible day today. That remember, you are God's greatest gift. He loves you if you allow him to. In fact, allow him to love on you like crazy today. In addition to loving on you like crazy today, I want you to make sure that you know that you are God's greatest gift, that you are an answer to somebody's prayer today. So just be attentive and aware that he is going to use you today in some way to help fulfill his kingdom the way that he desires it to be. And you are a vessel to be able to do that. All right, my friends, we have a good day. Enjoy the song, and we will talk with you tomorrow.
Yeah. Dr.B in the building. We becoming the person now. Let's go. Woke up with a purpose, sunlight on my face. The God who made the universe still knows me by my name. Every step is kingdom, every breath is grace. I do not rush the process, I just run in my own lane. 2 ears, 1 mouth, so I listen first. Hurting people hurt people, so I speak the healing words. I am a coach, a friend, a brother, a guide, helping people break the limits that were living inside. You have to be the one before you do the thing. Identity before assignment, that is how freedom sings. Every story is sacred, every life unique, and they do not care what you know until they know you are listening. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Stepping in the calling, walking wild and free. From the podcast to the people, I pray for every day. Purpose in my heartbeat, purpose in my name. I am becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where my freedom stays. From mile-high flights to Chicago nights, from track lines chalk to the chaplain's light. 250 men with stories that ignite, now living boldly with purpose taking off in sight. Relationship first, that is the way I lead. Connection is the soil where the soul gets freed. I am a husband, father, and granddad too. 30 people at Thanksgiving, that's what love can do. I say you are God's greatest gift because it is true. Every room gets brighter when you walk through. I am living this mission until the final breath, helping others rise so their best becomes their next level. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Stepping in the calling, walking wild and free. From the pastures to the people, I pray for every day. Purpose in my heartbeat, purpose in my name. I am becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where my freedom stays. From Denver to the nations, let the good news spread. Faith over fear, that is the voice in my head. If you knew the stories and the places I have been, you would know every setback was a setup to win. I show up with bass and I show up with fire. I show up with truth for the ones who inspire. Legacy in motion, generations rise. God's fingerprints are all over my life. I am becoming the person God made me to be. Walking in the promise He keeps over me. Every step is purpose, every breath is praise. And the world gets brighter when we live this way. We are becoming the person, becoming the person. The journey is where our freedom stays. Let's go! Dr.B. becoming the person. Every day.
All right. Well, I hope that you have a wonderful, awesome, just incredible day today. And we will look forward to seeing you first thing 6:30 tomorrow morning. Talk to you guys soon.